But Stanley guessed the correct code by sheer luck.
The bucket
Was
whispered
the
it
bucket
in my
knew
ear.
all along?
Yes.
Was the bucket guiding him?
The bucket knows all.
Yes. This is certainly the most
We
logical
do as the bucket
explanation.
guides. Hi there, I'm Janey Pixel and welcome back to the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe Edition. We've already played 2 parts of these, so if you haven't seen that, links will be up there and down there. If that sounds good to you, sit back, relax, and let's get into it. Please enter the current time. So, last time, the game actually thanked me for setting the time each time. And it told me to set the time to my favorite time, because why not? As a reward. I don't necessarily have a favorite time. I think 3 p.m. is my favorite time, I guess, because that's the time I end work. 3 p.m. Your favorite time of day. It is. It is. It's my favorite. It's actually my favorite game. Now the game's calling me out for setting the time. How accurate is 3 p.m.? It's not, it's actually, I don't know. It's nearly 7 p.m. Can I just say, regardless of the accuracy of the clock, I'm having a great time adjusting these settings. Game, you're calling me out. Yes, you should. Well, I'm definitely gonna play the game again. That's it. Oh, they still show the Stanley Parable too. Okay, okay. Cool. Oh yes, we still have the balloons. The narrator's balloons.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to
Means
go
that
to
we're
the
gonna
meeting
go.
room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Oh yes, the bucket.
Stanley lifted the bucket into his arms, and a wave of comfort rushed over him.
There was a place where no buckets were allowed, right? Well, I remember it from editing.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest.
Yes, I did.
And entered the door on his left.
No buckets past this point was when I was not following the narrator.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, but Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be.
It is!
And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct?
We had a packed
was
lunch
this better
together.
than the meeting room? Yes, Stanley thought to himself. Yes, perhaps it truly was. How insightful the bucket turned out to be.
Definitely. This bucket is my favorite companion.
No, never mind. The bucket was wrong. Stanley took the door on his left to go back to the meeting room.
If only Stanley and the bucket did.
No,
said the bucket.
No.
Don't go to the meeting room. Go somewhere else.
We're going somewhere else.
Go. Good,
said the bucket.
Now ride the lift all the way to the top. There's something up there I need you to do.
No, we're jumping. Come on, bucket. There's no buckets. There's no use past this point, bucket. You see, there's the sign over here.
No, stop. Look there on the wall. You see, there's a sign right there. It says, no buckets
I don't
past
care.
this point. Stanley, how could you think it was okay to bring the bucket here? Unless...
Bucket's my
What
friend.
if the problem is that you actually don't know what is a bucket and what isn't a bucket? I suppose that would explain a lot about your behavior up to this point. Which, if that's true, well, my goodness, I think we have to do something about it.
What is a
This
bucket?
misunderstanding could have dire consequences on the entire rest of the game if not addressed quickly and properly. So much of the impact of the story is dependent on your understanding of what is and isn't a bucket. Please, step in here for a moment.
I'm so glad I randomly noticed that sign. I think it was in like the first episode. Hello? Good day.
Now then, I'm going to run you through some test scenarios and you'll tell me whether or not the thing I'm showing you is a bucket. Simple enough,
my
right?
God.
This should tell us everything we'll ever need to know about what is or is not a bucket.
Is this a
Okay,
bucket?
let's begin. Item 1. Is this a bucket?
That's a bucket.
Incorrect. It is a hologram of a bucket, not an actual bucket.
Alrighty then.
Item 2. Is this a bucket?
Yes, it's a bucket.
Incorrect. It is a 3D printed recreation of a bucket, not an actual bucket.
How am I meant to know that? It looks like a bucket. This is a bucket that I am holding, correct?
Item 3. Is this a bucket?
No. Let me guess. No.
Correct.
Oh.
This is a bucket.
What the hell? They all look the same, damn it.
Item 4. Is this a bucket?
No, of course not.
Correct. This is a tractor and not a bucket.
Of course
To be honest,
not.
I just sort of put this one in here as a gimme, but I was starting to get concerned
There's a
that even this
mosquito.
might be too much for you. Thank you for not making me look like an idiot. Okay, next one.
You're welcome, narrator. You're welcome. We're besties, remember? What's next? Another...
Is this a bucket?
No! No, damn it!
Incorrect. This is a bucket.
Are you broken, sir? Are you... Do you know what a... Do you need a dictionary?
Item 6. Is this a bucket?
Yes.
Trick question. Both. Gotcha.
What? What?
Item... Wait, hold on. I can't find the next one. Let me see. Should be around here somewhere.
Bucket.
Okay, you and I both know there isn't anything here. And I don't appreciate the implication that nothing is a bucket. And we both clearly know that a bucket is something. And therefore nothing could possibly be
This bucket is my
something.
friend.
Unless
Just like
in your
you.
twisted mind, have you somehow convinced yourself that a bucket is nothing? Answer me straight, Stanley.
Narrator's
Do you
mad
believe
at me.
that nothing is a bucket?
Sure. No. I'm just messing with you. I'm just clicking stuff, man.
You know what? I'm too confused to even sort it out. I've lost all sense of perspective. What is a bucket? What isn't a bucket? Mere moments ago, I could answer these questions with confidence. And yet
To
now I'm
bucket or
somewhat
not
adrift.
to bucket? That
Do
is
any
the
of
true
us know what a
question.
bucket is? Am I a bucket? Stanley, I can't keep doing this. I'm losing myself, and myself was all I ever had to begin
Can
with.
I leave?
I'm afraid the bucket
don't
is
wanna
threatening to tear our relationship apart. I can't have that. I'm sorry. But I'm going to erase all buckets
No.
from the game entirely. Okay, here we go.
But that's mean.
What happened? Is everything gone?
Yes.
How did everything disappear?
Because
Wait,
you took everything
was
wholly
everything a
away.
bucket? Every single thing in the game was a bucket. My God, I had no idea. How could... Except me. I'm not a bucket after all. And you,
Neither am
Stanley,
I.
You're still here. You're not a
We
bucket
are not
either.
buckets.
Oh, this is wonderful.
Neither are you guys.
We're not buckets. Yes, I actually feel much more at ease right now. It's delightful to
going
get some
on?
clarity on that issue, but it doesn't change the fact that we haven't got a game. So, tell you what, I'll reset everything and we'll put back all of the buckets, okay? And
Okay,
we'll
thank
know
you.
that it's all a bucket. But if you run into anyone else, maybe don't mention that.
We won't tell anyone.
Who knows
It's
what that
it's a
information might do
close
to a
personal
person.
secret.
All right, here we go.
Okay, you guys, it's a close personal secret between the narrator, myself, and literally everyone else. Okay.
All of his co-workers were gone.
Interesting.
What could it mean? Stanley decided
that
to go to the
was-
meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
I'm wondering if the no buckets thing
The
was...
confusion and the chaos all seemed to melt away as Stanley embraced the bucket.
I wonder if that, like, sign, the no bucket sign, was in the original game. I'm not sure. Let's follow the
Stanley
game with
clutched
the
bucket
buckets.
tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
It's my safety bucket. His name is also Stanley. Stanley the bucket. Not to be confused with Stanley the person. I am Stanley the person. Oh, yes! We can find these. Trust the completionist instinct. What? Do you want to go to the bathroom, bucket? Ooh!
Another miniature Stanley figurine.
Found it.
This, you know, there really must be a snappier name for these things. What about
I've got 3.
mini stands?
Mini
Stanley
stands.
figs. What about
Stanley
Stanlerines? Yes, I think I like that.
I don't
Another
like Stanlerine.
Stanlerine under your belt.
Oh, we can go in here. Hello? Sad panda? Oh, God. Business strategy. What the hell? Please, stop violence against pandas. What is going on? Hello? I feel like I want to go get new content. Let's just see what this is about. Doo-doo. Actually, what's upstairs? I want to see what's upstairs. Okay. Wait. Upstairs. Here you go. Stanley. Oh my god. Hello? Are we... Oh. Okay. Well, that was freaking pointless. It was cool, but pointless. Got it.
But Stanley guessed the correct code by sheer luck.
The bucket
Was it
whispered
the
it
bucket
in my
knew
ear.
all along?
Yes.
Was the bucket guiding him?
The bucket knows all.
Yes. This is certainly the most
We
logical
do as the bucket
explanation.
guides.
When at last they came to the source of the
When
wind's
at
power,
last.
Stanley
Sorry.
and the
I
bucket
was trying
knew
to
it
click
was their
buttons.
obligation to put an end to this horrible place and to everything it stood for.
Okay. No.
But at the last second, the bucket jumped in and pressed the button to turn on the controls. Stanley gasped in horror.
I'm shocked.
Had this been the bucket's plan all along? To take over the machine and claim the power for itself? How could the bucket have betrayed him like this? Stanley was prepared to throw the bucket away in disgust
God.
when suddenly an image appeared upon the enormous screen. Birds. Silly birds. The
Okay.
control buttons became active again. Stanley flipped through one video of silly birds after another, and then it dawned on him. This wasn't a mind control facility at all. It was a facility for monitoring and surveilling silly birds all over the world. The mind controls were only a facade to disguise its true intentions.
Sure.
Had the bucket known this all along? Stanley marveled at the metal genius in his hands, the one who had pointed him towards this incredible discovery. Stanley and the bucket never found freedom because they spent the rest of their lives here in this place, flipping through live streams of the silliest birds imaginable. Of all
Oh
the
my
possible
gosh.
paths his life could have taken, this one was surely the best. And Stanley
Silly
was happy.
birds. Okay. We're just gonna watch some birds. Okay.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
And if I go straight down, then what? Ooh, figurine. Hello? Oh, no,
Lately, I'm
just
going
check
back
it.
to the name of these little Stanley figurines, and now I'm torn between Stanlerines and Figlies. What do you think, Stanley?
Figlies.
What
Oh my
name better
gosh.
encapsulates the intrinsic sense of happiness that you get from
Figlies.
seeing a small number in the corner of your screen go up by one? Let me sit on it. I'm sure it will come to me.
Figlies. Better be frickin' Figlies.
But
Oh,
Stanley
shoot.
just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss. Admitting he had left his post during work hours, he might be fired for
1, 2,
that.
B, 4.
And in such a
Okay.
competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished? His boss would think he was
Oh,
crazy.
shoot, we're in a loop.
And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy. And as Stanley pondered this, he began to make other strange observations. For example, why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down? Why
Budget
did
game,
doors
couldn't
close
afford feet.
automatically behind him wherever he went? And for that matter, these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar. Were they
Oh,
simply repeating?
yeah.
No,
I noticed
Stanley
that
said to
quite
himself, this
some
is
time
all
ago.
too strange. This can't be real. And at last, he came to the conclusion that had been on the tip of his tongue. He just
I am
hadn't found
crazy.
the words for it. I'm dreaming!
I'm dreaming.
yelled.
There must be.
This is all a dream.
It's a fever dream.
What a relief Stanley
Too much
felt
work
to have
stress.
finally found an answer. And then perhaps the strangest question of them all entered Stanley's head. One he was amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner.
Why am I
is
stuck
there
going?
a voice in my head
Can I go
dictating
backwards?
everything that I'm doing and thinking? Now the voice was describing itself being considered by Stanley, who found it particularly strange. I'm dreaming about a voice describing me, thinking about how
Very
it's describing
spooky.
my thoughts, he thought. He would prove it.
Happening.
He would prove that he was in control, that this was a dream. So he closed his eyes gently, and he invited himself to wake up. He felt
Okay.
the cool weight of the blanket on his skin, the press of the mattress on his back, the fresh air of a world outside this one. Let me wake up, he thought to himself.
But we don't.
I'm through
wake
with this
up.
dream. I wish it
Right?
to be over. Let me go back to my job. Let me continue pushing the buttons. Please. It's all I want.
Jeez.
I want my apartment, and my wife, and my job. All I want is my life exactly the way it's always been.
Hectic.
My life is normal. I am normal. Everything will be fine. I am okay.
Sure, buddy. Yeah. We're not saying we're still here.
Stanley began screaming. Please, someone, wake me up. My name is Stanley. I have a boss. I have an office. I am real.
I have an
Please,
office.
just someone tell me
Please.
I am real.
Please,
I
someone
must
take
be
me back
real.
to my
I must be. Can
office.
anyone hear my voice? Who am I? Who am I? And everything went black.
Hectic.
This is the story of a woman named Mariella.
What the hell?
Mariella woke up on a day like any other.
Shit, I
She
remember
rose,
the...
got dressed, gathered her belongings, and
Yeah.
walked to her place of work. But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk. And although she would soon turn to go call for an ambulance, for just a few brief moments she considered the strange man. He was obviously crazy, this much she knew. Everyone knows what crazy people look like. And in that moment, she thought to herself how lucky she was to be normal. I am sane. I am in control of my mind. I know what is real and what isn't. It was comforting to think this, and in a certain way, seeing this man made her feel better. But then she remembered the meeting she had scheduled for that day, the very important people whose impressions of her would affect her career, and by extension, the rest of her life. She had no time for this, so it was only a moment that she stood there, staring down at the body. And then she turned and ran.
Oh gosh, okay. What's going on? Game. Oh my god. Okay, well, you know what? I think we're gonna end it there. I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching. If you did enjoy, please leave a like and subscribe. I appreciate you all, and I hope to see you next time. Bye for now.